Which celebrity do you think was unfairly cancelled? Paul Rubens, Pee-wee, he was alone in an adult theater. Who gives a shit? The way I'd casually heard about it growing up made it sound like he whipped it out in the AMC during a Disney movie surrounded by kids. Blew me away when I found out it was so mundane. Raunchy? Yes, sure, but nothing to destroy a career and reputation over. Till it wasn't a typical movie theater, and I'm in my 40s. Brendan Fraser. Dude spoke up about being sexually assaulted and was never heard from again until recently. He seems like such a good guy, so I'm glad he's back in the spotlight. They almost got Terry Crews too for the same thing. Eartha Kitt, Catwoman in third season of Batman. Got blacklisted from Hollywood for calling out the president at the White House about the war. Edit was not first Catwoman. Apologies. She still managed to pull off an amazing Yzma. Yzma will always be my favorite villain, lol her, and Kronk just hit my funny bone every damn time. Janet Jackson. That was double extra unfair because not only was Justin Timberlake not cancelled, he played the halftime show again, in Minnesota in 2018. The 2018 halftime show should have featured Janet performing with Justin and everybody involved in the 2004 shenanigans apologizing to Janet. Instead, we got just Justin. Wasn't Rose McGowan cancelled for basically calling out the shady shit that Harvey Weinstein and others were doing? Mira Sorvino and Ashley Judd were also blacklisted because they spoke out about his abhorrent behavior. I like Sorvino as an actor and then gone because of Weinstein. Hope she gets more roles soon. She even won the Best Actress Oscar during her very short career. Always pisses me off that she was canned by such a slimy oaf. She had real screen presence, as did Judd. Barbara Walters is an asshole. I don't know the context, but I appreciate your directness. Sinead O'Connor and Corey Feldman. Folks can't stand the truth about pedos and the Pope. Fuck Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters asked a young, teenage Brooke Shields some unbelievably personal questions about her sexuality, if she was still a virgin, etc. I think the poor girl was about 15. Walters is a fucking cunt. I'm surprised nobody has said this, but Richard Gere. The man was really popular as an actor until he mentioned the poor treatment of Tibet by the Chinese government. He's a Buddhist and dear friend of the Dalai Lama. He narrated the DL's book The Universe in a Single Atom, and the book is brilliant, and so is Gere's reading of it. Sinead O'Connor. All she did was let people know about the Catholic priest sex scandal before people wanted to hear it. All of it was true and even worse than we could ever imagine, and she was crucified for it. Pun intended. Hey man, if we're going to make crucifixion jokes, you've really gotta nail the execution. Courtney Love for calling out Harvey Weinstein. As I understand it, there are still a bunch of gatekeepers like Weinstein running around Hollywood. That piece of shit Weinstein got a lot of people cancelled if they didn't sexually satisfy him. It was only after they sent the jackass to prison that Ashley Judd was able to find work again. Apparently Ashley doesn't suck a disgusting gorg's dick for work. Go Ashley. I think it's unfair how long it took to cancel R. Kelly. Is he cancelled or did authorities finally arrest him? Just saying, Chris Brown might still be out there. Chris Brown is very much still out there, making music and touring. Just checked his Instagram to see what he's up to these days, and it looks like he has a European tour planned for the beginning of 2023. Yeah, which is fucking criminal. The dude has shown he is a terrible physical and mental abuser in any relationship, whether it be romantic, employment, or you just happen to know the guy. He's the best example of cancel culture not working. Gary Condit. He was a congressman from California who lost re-election because a lot of people believed he had something to do with the disappearance of a woman with whom he had been having an affair. So many people piled on him, including Trey Parker and Matt Stone on South Park, who ripped him a new asshole as being guilty of murder. It eventually came to light after the woman's remains were found that she had likely been randomly attacked and murdered by a serial rapist. Years later, Parker and Stone admitted they owed Condit an apology, though they never actually apologized to him directly as far as I'm able to determine. That's wild. I always thought he was saved by the media cycle, since 9/11 happened and everyone forgot. I never knew they found her. Rachel Nichols, a female sports reporter on a great run on ESPN, was spied on from a camera being left on, saying that ESPN's policies for minority representation should not supersede her contractual obligated work, hosting the NBA Finals. She did not say anything bad about Maria Taylor, the person ESPN wanted to switch her with, and any other minorities other than the policies themselves were a result from ESPN's poor diversity choices. I totally agree here. I think the spin on that was super ridiculous. I liked Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols. But people were acting like she said something racist when she totally didn't. She was pissed that her contract wasn't being honored, and she was totally right in her frustration.